Ooh. So I told you I was going to do a lot of lives. People are like, "Hey, Paulie, you don't do enough lives. You're slacking." Was that guy? Dope TVs and he's savage, but yet he's never here. He says I'm slacking. I'm slacking, but he's never on the live stream. Um, yeah, Ape Faller's got a dream for 2024. I got to get this V for Victory project going. I got to do a lot of lives. Lives is the key to success, but the key is to do lives that are not long. Because when I do these long lives, it always turns out bad. I get into these heated fights with the haters, and then YouTube makes it limited, and then it's a big waste of time. So I got to just start doing more lives, but shorter in terms of duration, in terms of time. You know, I really wish I had a different message, but it's pretty redundant. It's pretty much the same message over and over and over again. Because look, my thing is, I'm all about Trump until until November. I'm all about DWAC. DWAC is holding strong. It's all the haters were like, it's gonna go back down. You'll see April. It's gonna go all the way back down to 20. It stays strong, 42, 43. And like I said, these are the beginning steps. November, I feel we'll see 200, 300, 400, 500, possibly DWAC. When Trump wins, baby, the presidency takes back the White House, number 47. So that's basically it. Other than that, I do talk about my V for Victory project. That's dear to my heart. That's my lifetime achievement goal, is the casino in Las Vegas. See, people don't understand. I don't exactly know what the name of the casino is going to be. You get these psychopaths like Detective Pikachu. He's like, I'm going to trademark all your names. I told him, well, he's going to have to trademark about 1 million friggin' names, because I'm not sure what the name of the casino is going to be. He said, what do you say, Ape Fall, the King of the Jungle? I trademarked it, he says. Okay, I said, good for you. Then I said, AMC, Ape Fall, the Majestic Casino, right? He said, I trademarked that too. What this fool doesn't understand is that I don't even know what the name of the casino is going to be. It might be completely, I don't know, like a shock factor. So he get let that guy, that guy can't even afford a friggin' burger at friggin' McDonald's. He's not trademarking nothing, but let him trademark it if he wants. There's the big hater, Vladimir Pussy. Vladimir, it's really simple. All I have to do is get 1 trillion views. And when that happens, Vladimir, I will own a casino. Now, Vladimir, the next thing he's going to say, you'll never get 1 trillion views. That's the next thing he's going to say. It's really not hard. Listen, Vladimir, let me read what he has to say. You should change your name to Zero Father. Everything I do is zero. It's funny you say that, Vladimir, because I'm lying down on my bed, because I don't have to work for anybody. And I get to wake up whenever I want. I live the life of a rock star, similar to Paul Stanley of Kiss. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Vladimir, people would dream to have my life. Vladimir, people would dream to have the life that I live. Okay, you say I've accomplished zero. I have a $600,000 house. I have a beautiful family, children, a beautiful wife, dogs, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash and gold. And I mean, Vladimir, what we did in terms of putting the house in my mother's name, it was explained already, thoroughly explained. I'm not going to go over it anymore with you. I am power of attorney. I control the shots. So that's it. Okay. Like, for instance, Vladimir, if I sold the house, let me give you an example. There's about 300,000 in equity in my house. If I sold the house, the check goes to me, Vladimir. You understand? For the 300,000, doesn't go to my mother. It goes to me. So Vladimir, what does all of that mean? It means it's my house. It's my equity. It's my money. So you could say it any way you want to say it. You could twist it. You could say it's not my house, but it is my house. So it's all good, brother. You know what I mean? This guy's telling me that I've accomplished zero in my life. Vladimir, I got 15,000, 20,000 a month coming in. I get to sit on my ass for the rest of my life. Okay. I get to sit on my ass. I get to, you know what I got to worry about, Vladimir? I got to worry about what dinner I'm going to eat tonight. That's my concern in my life. You know what my concern is? Am I going to eat Japanese food? Am I going to eat Italian food? Am I going to eat a ribeye steak? That's my concern. He's telling me I'm a zero. Oh my god, this guy's probably eating friggin' romaine noodles. That's what he's probably eating. This guy Vladimir. What are you gonna do? You want to know what's crazy? I was watching this video before on romaine noodles just as a joke. And there was this guy, he went to prison. It's a short video. And he said in prison, all he ate was romaine noodles. And it winded up almost killing him because there's all this like poison. There's all, people say that I eat bad things, right? There's all this poison in romaine noodles that clogs your arteries, that it's the worst thing for you. Romaine noodles, believe it or not, if you can believe this. Vladimir, look, we've gone over this before. Look, I have a house where there's really not room for a piano. It's the truth. Okay. It's just, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, I would have no place to put it. Okay. My house is completely furnished. It's filled up. Okay. And there's no room. And if I put the piano downstairs, it would drive everybody crazy. The kids would be banging on the piano. My mother, will never be able to relax. So it's just the current situation with my keyboard. It just works out good. I have it in my bedroom. It's what's good about having a keyboard. This is what Vladimir doesn't understand, is that you could control the volume on a keyboard. You can't control the volume on a piano. He doesn't understand this. Okay. On a piano, there's no volume control. Okay. So putting aside, there's no room in my house. Vladimir, I could easily buy a piano. I could go buy a beautiful Steinway right now if I wanted to. I could buy a Steinway. Okay, seriously. I could buy $100,000 piano if I wanted to. But listen, this is what you understand. I'm not a concert like pianist. I'm not like performing at like Carnegie Hall. I'm not performing at Lincoln Center. Like, what is the point of me having, look, the only thing my keyboard does for me is in the privacy of my own room, I enjoy myself. It's a full-size keyboard. It's got great action. And it's all I need. It's like, why are you asking me to get something I don't need? Like you understand what I'm saying? You're asking me to buy something I don't need. But I don't need it. Like, do you understand what I'm trying? Look, I've had upright pianos. I've had baby grand pianos in my life. I've had all of that when I was younger, but it was different, Vladimir. It was different. Okay, I was an only child. Listen to me. I was an only child growing up in Brooklyn. I had a beautiful Baldwin. I had upright pianos. I had a Yamaha. I had a baby grand. Okay. The thing you don't understand is it's different now. I'm a father. I have a family. I have 2 kids. I have my mother. She's elderly. You know what I mean? She can't handle all that noise. My mother can't handle it. This guy just doesn't understand the life I'm living. I have a wife that just had brain surgery. Okay, what am I going to do? Like, what do you want me to do? You want me to go buy a piano, right? You want me to bang on the piano and play what? Play Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire, or play some concerto? What do you want me to play? It's going to drive my whole effing family crazy. It's going to drive my family crazy, and there's no room for it. There's no room for it. So what I told Vladimir, and he doesn't want to accept it, is by the end of this year, okay, a lot of things are going to happen for me. I'm planning on, getting some investment properties. I'm planning on upgrading to a bigger house. When I do that, I'll get a piano, okay? Because then it makes sense. There'll be room. You see, like I'll make a whole section of the house just for me. So I can't do that right now in this particular house I have. So there's no room and there's no need for it. But he's gonna, no matter how much I explain it, he's gonna just keep. This guy's a relentless ball breaker. He's a relentless ball breaker. He'll just keep saying, "You can't afford a piano." I eat fast food. Let's say I go to McDonald's. Say, you can't afford to go to a restaurant. I'll go to like Lefties. I went to Lefties. I spent like $400. Okay, to dinner. Remember that guy Jared, the waiter? I gave him like a tremendous tip, almost a $200 tip. But you see, there's nothing I can do to satisfy these haters. They're just relentless, psychopathic ball breakers. Anyway, today is Valentine's Day. So we're going to do something nice, me and the wife. So you're saying you're unable to discipline your kids. I don't believe in that, Vladimir. I believe in, mutual respect. Okay, so let me explain to you what that means. What does mutual respect means? It means that you have to respect the fact that my mother is elderly. Okay, she can't take the noise. So even if I just played it, listen to me. Even if I played the piano, it would be too loud. You understand? It would be too loud. It would disturb the peace. Okay, so it's not about discipline. It's about respecting everyone's space. This guy's a psychopath, man. I think you should do a 10 burger patty challenge from start to finish. 10 patty. I did a 15 patty. Deep end. I did a 15 patty. Well, Vladimir, maybe your mom is not in the same health condition as my mother is, okay? God bless. Okay, what do you want me to tell you? My mother needs peace and serenity, and I give her a lot of that. Vladimir, you keep saying you play the piano. I would like to hear you play. I'd like you to post a video. You talk a lot of garbage. You know this guy probably is Vladimir? I think he's Vera. I had this hater a long time ago, Vera, who claimed that he was going to have a piano contest with me, completely backed out of it, chickened out. It was $1,000 bet. And it was to play the song Autumn Leaves. It's a jazz standard song, but he had to play the left-hand bass. He had to play harmonies, the chords. He had to improvise. And I think that Vladimir is actually Vera, and look, listen, understand you could own a piano, Vladimir, but that doesn't mean anything. The talent has nothing to do with the instrument. You know Lance Armstrong, he said it's not about the bike. Okay, Lance Armstrong said that's not about the bike. You could have a piano, but you could suck friggin' bowls. It's like just because you know how many people I've known in my life who've had a piano, but they can't play it. Okay, so you have a piano, but you could suck. Show me how you play. Let me see a video. I can tell you in 2 minutes if you're a good piano player or not. It's not about the instrument. It's about the talent. We're approaching. I'm not going to do long live streams. I'm telling you right. I'm going to be doing a lot of them. I'm not going to do long ones. I'll hang out with you guys a little longer. So DWAC is holding its own. Okay, you know what I like about DWAC, and I said this in the last live stream, is that DWAC gives you an opportunity to make money in two ways. Okay, long term and short term. It's very rare that you have an opportunity like that. It's very rare that you have an opportunity to make money short term and long term. So let me explain. Short term, it's probably one of the most volatile stocks out there, which I call it makes it the day trader's dream creep play. I don't even know why anybody bothers with anything else. When you got DWAC, I mean, DWAC is like clockwork. It's like clockwork. Down, up, down, up, down, up. You know what that means? It's a friggin' day trader's dream creep play. So, I mean, if you're a day trader, I don't understand why you would not love DWAC. DWAC is like the day trader's dream. It's like a dream. It's like a dream. And then come November, when Trump wins, which I feel he will, in my opinion, I believe you'll see DWAC over the top, Stallone style. I can't wait when this all happens and then all these haters are not going to give me credit. Like, they're not going to give me credit. Like, you're going to see DWAC around 200, 300 to possibly $500 a share. And all these haters are not going to give me credit. It's fine. You don't have to give me credit. I know I'm right. I don't need you to tell me I'm right when I know I'm right. You're funny, D-Pen. So other than that, it's about the talent, Vladimir, which is Vladimir's real name is Vera. Tell me the truth, Vladimir. Are you Vera? I have a feeling you're Vera. Why did you chicken out of that bet for? We had $1,000 bet. You what is it? You could have played a song, Autumn Leaves. This is my wife. Angie is not Jennifer. Can I just tell you? I think you're Vera. I think you're full of shit. Um, my wife is not Angie. My wife, my wife used to have a YouTube channel. After, she had to deal with her health that kind of got worse. But now thank God after the surgery, it's been getting better. Thank God. She doesn't do YouTube no more. She used to have a YouTube channel. Remember Wigglicious? She doesn't do it no more. So what do you really think she's gonna spend her time pretending to be Angie? No, she's not Angie. Believe me, my wife is not Angie. I actually have fans, Vladimir. I know it's hard for you to believe this, but I actually have people who love me. Like Back to the Future is real. Angie is real. Brownie, so many people, Vetted Sin, Drake Cash, John Nito, could go on and on and on. Tommy from the Bronx. I don't know, Vladimir, but she's not Angie. And what all of you don't understand about this V for Victory project is this. You don't understand what it is. I'm going to keep talking about it. It's a departure from being like Vladimir. See, Vladimir is a sheep. You understand? Vladimir is a puppet. Okay. So unfortunately, you can't help people like this guy. He's doomed. He's doomed for life to remain the rest of his life as a sheep. You don't have to follow in his footsteps. You don't have to be a sheep. Okay. The key is that you want to be the boss of bosses. This is what I'm trying to make everybody understand, but it's like people don't get it. Why did you ever think to yourself that there's people in this world that are very successful people, billionaires? Why do they get all the cheese? Think about this. What makes them so special? Okay. What makes these people so special that they get to have the mansions, they get to have the penthouses, the helicopters, the planes, the yachts, and why can't you get it? You want to know? You want to know the real reason? The real reason is mindset. That's the real reason. Some people are satisfied being sheep. They're satisfied with it. They're like, look, it is what it is. I'm average. I'm regular. That's it. But the thing is that if you would change your mindset, okay, you don't realize the power that retail has. Let me just give you an example. I know everybody gets mad at me. I understand this, but I know I say this a lot. But okay, in 2022, retail lost $350 billion. Do you understand how much money that is? And do you want to know why retail lost? Because of the corruption. Okay. Because of the corruption in Wall Street. Because it's the same people that I'm telling you about, where retail is the sheep, but then there's the friggin' wolves, the corrupt 1% who control everything. They're the ones who make all the friggin' cheese. They're the ones who make all the money. They're the ones who get the yachts, the planes, the mansions, everything. Okay. So the problem is that because all of you have this wrong mindset, you keep making the rich richer. That's all you're doing. They love you. They're like, keep using Robinhood, keep using Webull, keep making me richer, you stupid, low IQ sheep. You dumb mother effers. Okay. So if retail had a different mindset, right, that $350 billion could have been used to actually get a casino empire. I'm talking about a dynasty that would have made life-changing wealth, generational wealth forever. That song by Kiss, Forever. This time I know that there's no doubt in my mind. Forever. Okay, I'm talking about money that would have been made forever. Hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars. Instead, you know what we did? You know what we did, retail? We squandered all that money down to what we say in Italian, ugats, to zero. We flushed $350 billion down the toilet. That's all we did. And you know what the funny thing is? Most of you are not changing. Like you would think that you would learn from this experience and you would say, okay, I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to be a sheep again. Never again. But guess what? You're still doing the same shit. All of you people, you're listening to like Lou and XRP. Oh, XRP is going to go to 20,000. It's going to go to 100,000. They can't even go to $1. Once again, the cryptocurrency industry is controlled by the BBC. It's controlled. Billionaires Boys Club, not to be sexist, the Billionaires Girls Club. That's right, cheap. Vladimir, you know I'm right. Somewhere in your subconscious, you know I'm right. Okay. You know that if retail, okay, would have gone a different direction, you understand? It would have been a whole different ballgame. See, you don't see this is what Vladimir doesn't understand about the stock market. You're an idiot. It's controlled. It's controlled by the corrupt 1%. Listen, Vladimir, the stock market is not meant for people like you. This is what you don't understand. You're nothing. You're a sheep. You're nothing. You're not meant to make money. See, you know what you are. You know what all of you are. You're bait. You ever go fishing? You know, you go fishing and you put bait to catch a fish. Okay. You're all bait. You're all just used, okay, to put your small little measly money into the stock market. So ultimately, there's a bloodbath. See, it's all a game. It's a trick. This is what Vladimir doesn't understand. You want to know why the stock market is at all-time highs? Because there was just a recent bloodbath. This is what you don't understand. There was a recent bloodbath. It's the same thing with a casino. Okay, let me give you an example. I say this all the time, but this guy Vladimir just doesn't have the intellect to understand it. Okay, I had a buddy of mine at the Tropicana. He was a black card holder. To be a black card holder, you have to gamble like about $1 million a year. It's no joke. So that's like the highest card. You get the top suites, you get everything. Okay. So I'm in the pool with my family. It's just during the summer in the Tropicana in Atlantic City. It's like July. I see this guy. He looked like he was going to kill himself. He was depressed. He was like, tears was coming out of his eyes. I'm like, what happened to you, brother? He goes, I lost $1 million. I said, you lost $1 million effing dollars today? He goes, I lost $1 million. So I'm like, oh my God, that's like, I bought him a drink. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. He goes, what are you going to do? Okay. A week later, I saw that same guy in the pool, and he was happy. He was smiling. He threw his kid up in the air, like he was in a great mood. He was playing with the kids in the pool. I said, bro, you look so happy today. He goes, I won 25,000 today, Rich. So I'm like, wait a minute, you won 25,000? He goes, I won 25,000. I'm like, you're still down $1 million though. He goes, I don't want to think about that. I won 25,000. That's what the stock market is. Okay. The stock market takes away $350 billion from retail. And then after that, after all the corrupt 1%, they make billions and billions, and they buy the world's most expensive houses and the world's most expensive skyscraper. After they make a fortune, you know what they do for morons like Vladimir Putin? They make the stock market go to all-time highs. But why do they do that for? They do that because they have to do that. They got to keep you engaged. They got to keep you in the game. That's what he doesn't understand, Vladimir. He just doesn't get it. Because if you kept losing over and over and over again, Vladimir, would you ever go to a casino again? Think about it. Like stock market in a way is a form of a casino. The casino eventually has to make you win. They have to. Just like what happened to my friend, how he lost $1 million, but then they gave him back 25,000. You know why they do that? To keep them engaged. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a losing battle. Look, I bet all of you, if you look at your win-loss statements or whatever brokerage account you have, I would say 90% of you, not all of you, 90% of you are down right now. 90% of you are in the red. It's like that guy, Detective Pikachu. Here he is. He's here, Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu is down probably like $100,000, but he'll make $500. He'll make $200. And I'm doing Apefather. I made $300 today. I'm like, but you're down 100K, right? Yeah, I'm down 100, but I made 300 today. You people have loser mentalities. Losers. Okay. I'm the one who has the right mentality. That's why I have $300,000 in cash. That's why I have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in gold. That's why I don't have to work for no one. That's why I wake up every day whenever I want, go out to eat, spend $300 on dinner because I don't have your effing losing. You're all losers. You have loser mentalities. You're sheep. Okay. Now, you know how you can end it? You want to end that loser mentality? It's very simple. I'm your friend. That's right. I'm not your enemy. You all think I'm your enemy. I'm your friend. Okay. I want us all to be the big shots. I want all of us to be the king of the mountain. How do we do it? It's very simple. Why are we fighting for? I don't say like why are we? There's no reason for us to fight. Come to my live streams, just like you're doing, and let's talk about the winning plan. I don't want your money. Okay. See, Detective Pikachu, he always says, "Oh, you're a beggar." No, no. I'm a millionaire, Detective Pikachu. I don't need your money. See, they get upset when people give you super chats. Super chats is a form of a tip. If I was playing the piano at a piano bar and someone liked the song I was playing and they threw like $5 in my jaw, you know what that is? It's a compliment. That's all it is. It's a compliment. I like what you're playing. I like the song you're playing. Here's a super chat. Here's an entertainment tip. Okay. I don't ask people for tips. If someone chooses they want to give me a tip, it's their prerogative. But other than that, I don't ask for nothing. I'm not asking for a solicitation of any investments. I'm not asking for any money. All I want is just an audience. All I want is an audience, and I want people to come here to talk about the V for Victory project. How is it rigged if I'm up 80%? Well, it's very simple. Okay, you haven't been involved in certain plays that have been highly, highly corrupt. X, D, Y, L, D, O, G, X. There have been certain plays which you haven't been a victim, and you're lucky, that have been highly, highly corrupt. To name a few, AMC, MMTLP, okay, GameStop, okay. You haven't been involved in a lot of these things, okay? And that's it. Okay. You know what it's like saying like this moron, okay? Like here's an example. It's like saying the following. I'm up $300,000 on my house. Okay. So I can make the same argument you're making. I'm up probably $200,000 on gold. Okay. So I can make the same argument. I can make the same argument that guy is saying. It's like, look, you weren't a part of it. You weren't a part of certain plays that were extremely corrupt. That's it. Okay. But that doesn't mean that corruption doesn't exist. It exists. It's just that you weren't a part of it. That's all. It's like that guy, Strongman Personal Finance, he invested index funds. He invested like Vanguard. Okay. So it's like he's obviously not going to feel like we had this because he's not a part of the corruption. You follow me? That's it. So if you're not a part of the corruption, you're not obviously not going to feel it. Okay. It's the same thing what's happening with XRP. You want to hear a lot of people feel XRP is very corrupt. That the hedge funds are keeping it down. They're keeping it down. I hear it every day. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. So it exists in certain areas. Unfortunately, look, Detective Pikachu, look, if you're real, which you're probably not, you are down $100,000 in the stock market. So you could say whatever you want to say. You could say all these negative things. The bottom line, you are down an amazing amount of money. So you should be my friend because you should agree with me. But instead, you're fighting with me. You're fighting with someone who's ultimately on the side of retail. You're fighting with a person who cares about retail. You're fighting with a person who wants to see all of us succeed. Go hang out with Adam Air or something. What can I tell you? Vladimir, it exists. It exists. Corruption exists. Whether you accept it or whether you don't accept it, it exists. That's it. Listen, Ken Griffin once gave an interview on this. He goes, look, could I win a golf match against Tiger Woods? He goes, no, I can't do it. Because they were asking him a question about, is the stock market fair? Listen, it is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? People who think the stock market are fair are insane. They're insane. It's not fair. It's not fair. It is designed to make the rich richer. It is designed to make the 1% richer. That's it. We're the idiots. See, I feel like Robinhood, I feel like all these payment for order flow platforms were designed. Like, you ever ask yourself this question? Why is it so easy nowadays to invest in the stock market? When I was a young kid, when I was younger, okay, I remember it was very hard to invest. I don't know if you remember this. Long, long time ago, before there was all this, like internet, social media, all this stuff, you had to have a broker. You had to have a stockbroker. There was no choice, okay, to put your trades in. And you had to have a respectable kind of like amount of money. Like, stockbrokers are not going to talk to you. They're not going to talk to you at those days unless you had a respectable amount of money. Nowadays, you don't need stockbrokers. You could open up a Robinhood account. You got $1. You could start with $1. Did you ever ask yourself why all of this happened for? What? Because this is how it's like that movie Forrest Gump. I'll give you an example. Remember when all the ships broke down and the only ship that was left was his ship, the Jetty, and they became the Forrest. What was it? The Bubba Gump Ship Corporation became huge. You know why? Because he was the only ship. Okay, so that's what they realized. It's called monopoly. They realized if we could find a way to attract the uneducated, the unexperienced investor, which is what they're doing nowadays with these payment for order flow platforms. They're uneducated, they're unexperienced, it's kind of a trap. It's a trap. And that's what happens. It's crazy. You hear about this one kid. It was terrible. He lost on margin. He lost all this money. He lost his parents' entire net worth. It was insane. I don't want to talk about this kid, what he did. God bless him, may rest in peace. But they're allowing the uneducated, they're allowing the unexperienced to do options, to do all these different things. Giving money on margin to people. You have $100,000 cash value. They'll say, "We'll give you 300,000. We'll give you 300,000." It's like they want to trap you. They want to trap you. That's what none of you understand. Detective Pikachu, I feel sorry for you. I really do. I really feel sorry for you because you spend so much of your time. Like, I see this guy on X too. You spend so much of your time hating on me. Listen to me. I'm a millionaire. It doesn't matter if there's 10 people here. It doesn't matter because after I end this live stream, I'm going to go out and have a $300 dinner. Just try to, I don't know, go do something. Go volunteer at an animal shelter. Try to do something productive with your life, bro. All you do is hate. You're hating. You have so much hate. You have so much hate. I'm a millionaire. I'm above you. You understand? You're nothing. This guy, all he does is say you're a punk, you're this, you're that, you're this. You know what I am? I'm someone you will never be. A millionaire. Okay? That's it. I am doing something productive with my life. You want to know what I'm doing, Vladimir? I am doing the American dream. I don't work for anyone. I don't have to answer to no one. I wake up. Look, everyone chooses their life. Okay? Some people, like to do certain things. You know what I like to do? I like to sleep. I like to rest. I like to wake up whenever I want. I like to go into my jacuzzi for 2 hours. I like to go out and eat at a beautiful restaurant. This is how I choose to live. Now, maybe you don't like that. Okay, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But don't tell me that I love my life. I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want to do it. So I'm happy. You could call it whatever you want. I have $15,000 to $20,000 a month that comes in every month, and I get to do whatever I want to do. You could call me lazy. You could call me a piece of garbage, but I get to do whatever I want to do. Now, unfortunately for all of you, you don't. That's it. Unfortunately for all of you, most likely you're probably working at 7-Eleven. You're probably working at some friggin', who knows, fast food restaurant. You're probably flipping burgers. So I understand why you're angry. If I lived the lives that you lived, I would probably be angry too. I'd be very angry. So I get it. I understand. Detective Pikachu, I don't have to show you anything. Here's what I have to show you. I have to show you that I do whatever I want, and that's it. I do whatever. That's all you need to know about me. You don't need to know nothing else about me. I do whatever I please. That's it. So, with that said, it's enough of this live stream because it's going to want to be limited. I'll be back later. I will be doing a lot more live streams. Everything I said on this video, it's not financial advice, not a financial planner. It is entertainment purposes only. I'll be back later.